Good morning and welcome to day 6, right?
Yep.
Day 6 of the video vlog series with Wayne and Jillian and SoulFullHeart. And we wanted to talk about a subject I wrote about on my blog series this morning, which was day 19 of a blog series with Wayne and Yeshua called Ending Money Madness. And I've been journaling with Yeshua on a daily basis, almost daily basis, around the subject of money. Mm-hmm. And Yeshua I hold as an ascended teacher that all of us can access for his voice and wisdom, coming through our voice and wisdom into that place of the heart and entering that creative, imaginative place where you can hear a voice responding to your questions. And I don't know how to explain it any better than that.
Yeah. Well, we did a vlog about it. I think it was day 2. Mm-hmm. We talked about connecting with Yeshua, so we recommend watching that. Mm-hmm. And reading the series. The Money Madness series, but then Wayne also did a 90 days with Yeshua. Yeah. And that one that was a span of 90 days, and you were every single day journaling with him. Yeah. Even when you went on a backpacking trip, and you had no internet, you were pen and paper. Yeah. And that really, to me, encapsulates the journey that you went on with him. Mm-hmm.
Actually, we made it 95 days.
Oh, right.
To commemorate with Martin Luther's 95 theses that were fastened to a door. Because there was a Luther energy that came through in the writing, that we actually got to a place where we were exploring the voice of Luther with Yeshua and myself. And so in honor of that, we went to 95. But life shifting, gravitating, shifting things were revealed, and that was this
is surrogacy.
We touched around the edges of money and value, but I really wanted to get out an insanity in our being about how we relate to money in our current age. So I wanted to, Yeshua, I can't do this alone, I need your help. And so we just vulnerably, with a free open space, launch in to what we're feeling around money. And today was around feeling a bit of a money hiccup yesterday, where we just kind of took stock. Every couple of weeks we have to take stock of our budget.
Literally checking how much cash we have on hand, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And how much do we have in this, and what do we have in that,
and where's what about this bill? And we've been doing some bartering and stuff, and those people decided no, and okay, that changes our picture.
I just want to be transparent about that. Most of our income still comes from our painting business. Mm-hmm. This SoulFullHeart way of life is, we have a few clients, and we feel more coming, but it's not the means for which we pay our bills yet. Mm-hmm. But we are also trying to do more trade around the painting, where we're bartering. We did one with our mechanic recently, where we did a job, and then now we have an account with him. And so that's just where we're at right now. It's been a transition. And I think any nonprofit offering, it takes time to be able to have that be your livelihood. Yeah. And we're making that transition. That's why we're living in an RV right now, to really simplify as much as we can, so that our passion purpose can be our means of living.
Mm-hmm. One of the profound things that Yeshua said during the course of these so far 19 days of the Money Madness series was, why would you expect, if you're giving something less than your deepest gifts of what you have to the world, why would you expect the world to give back to you in return? That's an entitlement feeling. I'll give a fraction of what I have. I'll stay in this. I won't make these larger choices in life that life is offering to me. And so again, the safe place to be is in where our needs are concerned, are in the giving of our best gifts. And that's what we're doing with this vlog series. We have amazing conversations and amazing circles in our group and in the healing sessions we hold for people that are so truly astounding, and they're from another world. And we're kind of endeavoring to teleport others into a taste of
invite them in. Teleport. Well, teleport too.
Through television.
Yeah. But giving, we have so much writing on our website that's just free. But we also have, a donation button if people wanted to exchange, if they really felt value
Yeah.
in what they were getting. Then sometimes we just need to put our money into it as well. But we're very trusting about that if we keep giving in the way that we are, we will receive back. That's just what feels natural.
Yeah. So I was just going to read a couple of the points that Yeshua made in today's dialogue, and just discuss some of those. They're poignant. Each thought kind of is something you take in, and it calms, it speaks, it opens out, and you have to dwell on it and be with it. And so let's see if I can find that here.
Put on your cute glasses.
Yeah. Okay, there we are. Yeshua said, chasing money to support a lifestyle that's been constructed to keep anyone too busy to feel is just that, a medication to not feel. Most of our relationships with work and our focus on work is about workaholism.
Yeah.
A medication to not feel. And the whole domain to not feel is what life as we know it seems to be, the very structure of life as we know it. SoulFullHeart way of life, in one sentence, is about, or in one word, is about feeling. In two words, it's feeling first.
Feeling first.
Yeah. And
that's what we feel awakens your emotional consciousness, rather than densifying it with working so much that you can't even feel yourself.
Yes. Working for money is a wimp's way who's been disempowered to navigate their feelings and their choices and their life. So this whole mental picture that I have to go to work to earn money.
If that's the only reason you're doing it, I would say that if it's connected to your passion purpose, it feels different to me then.
Right. I'm talking about the mainstream way that I've related to money all of my life, and this is jarring still to this day, my conditioning around money, because money slows down. There's this is just inbred in my being to act.
Right.
And so this thing about working for money, when really it's just I got to get back to work in order to not feel, because my feelings are coming up and I need to recap them, tends to be hugely the domain that we live in.
And I want to say too that the feeling of anxiety that comes up when we feel tight about money, what we offer about money is that it's actually, however we feel about money is how we feel, usually subconsciously until it becomes conscious, about love and the degree of trust we have in the divine. So the anxiety is actually a scarcity reaction of not having an abundance of love and trust. And all of that gets projected onto money, which isn't even real, and it's just an energy. It's a piece of paper. If it's not a piece of paper, then it's just a currency exchange. So it's really what we have people do, and how we feel it is that we ask the question, how do I and my parts feel about money? What does money represent? Is another key one to me. And how did my parents relate with money? Because all of these areas, this is the deeper feeling to do. So we felt tight yesterday. I immediately went to, okay, which part of me is reacting? And it was a part of me that's afraid of getting a minimum wage job, having nothing, not that there's anything wrong with those jobs, but it would divert my energy away from SoulFullHeart and our usness. So there's this fear of I can't have what I want. That's really what came up.
And for me, there's been a radical change of feeling slowly over the past, I guess, a few years, but it's at an all-time high of working less and less in painting contracting, when it was a 6-day-a-week focus for me for most of my life, and it tend to be 12-hour days and stuff in there too. But to feel how much life can hold us while we aren't prioritizing and focusing on work is just an ongoing revelation to a part of me that's still digesting the letting go of that. And
because you providing work for yourself and family, your wife and children, and that was love. That that represented love, and because that's what you got from your parents
It
as
was
love.
And it was meaning
Your
for
father
my life.
worked really hard to provide for the family.
There's definition of my self-image as well.
Exactly.
Meaning, giving meaning, receiving meaning. Yeah.
Yes. So there's a lot of layers to this, and our relationship to money. I really want to stress that.
Yeah. Just a couple other thoughts here that are related. It is from our being and our rest and our stillness that was meant to arise our power and our trust and our true work. From our being, our rest, and our stillness, and if anything, are parts of ourselves that are holding charge or reaction are in anything but being in rest and stillness. We can pretend that.
Don't you think
part of us is just freaking right out, frozen in a stasis of wants to scream, yell, bury their head, do anything, is anything but.
No, but you can only be in stillness and rest if there's trust and love there. So this isn't a prescription. Be still and be restful.
Yeah.
Feel your way to stillness and rest, one part at a time.
Right.
Because they can't, that's not natural
We would
until it is.
Totally. And any spiritual exercise that's designed to help you not feel that part of you, that's the opposite of is actually paving over that part.
And meditate your way to be still so you don't feel your anxieties about money, as an example.
Talk about further complicating your emotional wounding using spirituality. It makes me want to puke.
A true state of being and stillness, to me, is still, there's still an activity to it, and the activity is around being conscious of what you're feeling. That's the activity. Once I felt that kick up yesterday, well, then we went to the gym, so that wasn't very still, but I did feel a relaxation. There was there's an exhale out because I had felt it, not because I went into a meditative state and transcended it, but because I was willing to go fully into it. And what we find over the years of doing this is that there's less and less time needed to go into it. So I spent maybe 20 minutes feeling this part. It tensed, it's like a muscle contraction. It tensed, and then it felt me feel it, and then and we talked. That's what we do. We collaborate, and then it relaxed. And that wasn't transcended, that was feeling my way through it. And if there had been deeper reaction, I wouldn't have gone to the gym. I would have journaled and felt that part and what was going on. That's the other piece, is we always are putting our feeling reality first. Even if there is a paint job to respond to, even if there's sessions to hold with people.
Got time for one more?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the living and earning? That was fascinating.
Yeah. Yeshua said at the end here, I'm reading from my Twitter account because I take the kind of the pull quotes out of the dialogue for the day, and it just felt good just to offer them on Twitter, and I don't hashtag the heck out of them. It's just about putting
people kind of got to stumble on them.
Put it on the bakery shelves, what we have to offer.
Yeah.
Just don't keep it here. Put it on the bakery shelves, and so. But I didn't tweet that one. But at the end, I was thanking Yeshua for. I said, "Wow, you say so much and so little at the same time, and yet it finds its way to bring my heart back to rest and trust." And he said, "Oh, you're welcome." He said, "It's all just part of living and earning. It's all just part of living and earning instead of earning a living." And Yeshua likes to do that a lot. He's quite a wordsmith and likes to play on words. And he was expressing, it's what I've earned. It's what I've attained.
Through living,
through feeling. He says the feeling thing is really new, and he says he thanks me for that. And I go, oh, okay. But
he even has parts and everything, Yeshua.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Living and earning, that I've felt and constructed a new way of being, and I'm living in what I've attained. And so there's something sacred here about it belongs to him, it belongs to each one of us, because we've done the feeling ground, and we're living what we've actually earned. That feels like a profound truth. Our consciousness is a product of our choices, our choice to heal.
It also puts the living first rather than the earning first, which is where I feel our culture is, especially our Western culture, is so backwards. Yeah. And it brings in an appreciation for every dollar, every bit of money. You feel it much more palpably. You appreciate it at a deeper level.
Yeah. Our Western cult.
Yeah.
Harmful Western cult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, the other thing he said was, what was it? You don't chase money, money chases you.
Yeah, you weren't meant to go chasing money. Money was meant to find you. Money was meant to find me. Sounds like a New Age concept or something. And Yeshua was saying, as we put out our deepest value in the world, we're putting out energy, positive and negative. It's even scientifically true that it will naturally, you put out the goods, the goods come back to you. We've gotten so fear-based that we've gone chasing
well, again,
money.
If money equals love, then love finds us and we find it. There's a reciprocal.
Yeah. And then, of course, there's a grounded way in which we interact with money, and for many of us, it starts right where we're at, what our job is. For us, it's still relating to painting, contracting, having a role in our lives and our livelihood. But all of that is shifting and moving, and that's true for anybody that embraces healing. It's the exact same path. I'm always so encouraged by a beginner, because the courage they're demonstrating today is the exact same courage that encourages me to take my next step. It's that signature encouragement that is irrelevant to where you are on the path. It's being on the path that of healing the emotional body that is truly profound.
And leads to all kinds of riches. I'm glad you shared Yeshua's words.
Yeah.
It's important to hear them.
Yeah.
And of course you can go to the blog and read the whole blog entry.
Yeah. Is that it for today?
It looks like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Day 6 it was. Probably back tomorrow.
Yep.
Bye for now.
Bye.